Hey guys, my name's Olivia. I'm part of the ambassador team. This is my first meeting, so haven't been in a lot, so that's why I want to introduce myself. I'm gonna let everybody else introduce themselves.
All right. Hey, I'm Roger. I'm another ambassador.
Hi, my name is Macy. I'm an ambassador at Virginia Western. I'm in the mechatronics program.
This is Cathy. She works at the Career Center at Virginia Western, and we're gonna interview her and ask her everything about the Career Center. It's a really, really nice resource that I don't think after everything with COVID, a lot of people, I'm guessing, don't get to use it as much, but we just want to explain how it works. When I started here last year, I was actually started working here too. So I had two jobs. I was a student employee. If you work at Virginia Western, you're either a student employee or you're a student worker. I I used the Career Center to get my first job working at the fitness center, and I can talk about that. And like Cathy knows, I went in to do a mock interview. It was very helpful. There's a lot of services there. I just Let me explain about working on campus for a little bit. So pretty much, if you know what a student worker job, it's pretty much, or like a student employee job, it's working on campus, pretty self-explanatory. I was doing it up until COVID. And of course, it was a very positive experience. I actually got to know a lot more people by working on campus. It is a community college, so it's a little bit more harder to get to know people unless you're like enrolled in clubs and stuff. I mean, you obviously can talk to people in your classes, but I just think it was a really good opportunity to learn more about everybody who worked there and about all the students. I made a lot of friends. It was pretty great. I worked at the fitness center as staff member. My boss was Chad Hedelston. He runs the fitness center. He's a great guy, and I pretty much would just like put people's numbers in. I would talk to them, ask them how their day was, and I would put in people's files. So files and waivers, and then whatever Chad asked me to do. And then I also worked for Natasha, Natasha Lee, and we before COVID, Western would do like movie nights. So sometimes I would come over and like run the movies for everybody. That was a really fun thing to do. And it was just really nice seeing everybody having a positive experience after the movies. So that's a little bit about me and me working on campus. And it was just a really good opportunity because it was also really convenient because after my classes I would go straight to work. And I just think it was like a really lucky experience. So Cathy, what is exactly the Career Center?
Okay, hi Olivia. Thank you for letting me come and talk to you guys today. I didn't introduce myself because I was going to wait until this point to introduce myself, but I'm Cathy Ferguson and I'm a career development specialist in the Career Center. So let me ask you guys a question before you start asking me some questions. Why are you guys in college?
Well, I wanted to get my degree in graphic design, and I think it was just I didn't really know what I wanted to do at first, but then I think going to Western really helped me learn what my passions were and what I really like to do.
Okay. So what do you guys, I'm sure each one of you are there to get the degree, but what do you want to do with the degree? What's your ultimate outcome?
Well, I've always been really into art, and I think working in a field where I'm passionate about will help me.
Okay, good. You said working. Hey, Roger, how about you? What do you want to do with your degree?
I really just want to get a job, take that first step, and hopefully the degree will help me progress with what I want to do. There's nothing really in particular. That's the reason I chose business, because I just feel like it's a very versatile degree. But
That's great.
besides that, it's really just to get a job, you know.
Okay, Macy, how about you?
Oh, my long-term plan is to transfer to ODU online. So for me, Virginia Western is kind of a stepping stone to get to that point. That way I have my associates before I move on to my bachelor's. So I have some information already in my pocket before I move on.
Okay, so when you get your bachelor's, what is your ultimate objective?
Well, I really want to work in the engineering field. So
Okay.
that's my
Get a job?
long-term goal. I'm sorry?
Get a job?
Yes,
to
get a job.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to get for each one of you to tell me. So your ultimate goal is to go to college so that you will be able to have a job in a particular career field, and your education is going to help you. So that's what the Career Center is. Think about it, career services. We're here to help you to be able to prepare for that job. And so there's 4 major areas that we kind of break things down into. We do career exploration and advising and coaching. And that includes things like when people don't know what they want to do, we'll do a career assessment with them, and then we'll try to talk about that and see where it kind of guides them, help them create a job path. Career prep. So that's prepping you to be able to get the job, helping you with writing a great resume, helping you with interview tips and preparation, mock interviews, networking, how to negotiate a salary. So anything that you can think about for careers, we're going to be able to help you with that. In addition to that, we offer experiential learning. So let's say that you guys need to get some hands-on learning. We can do that through internships, mentorships, job shadowing, and also we have apprenticeships now. So that's a fairly new thing with us. And the last thing is that we connect with business and industry. So we work with our community partners within every kind of career field that you can possibly imagine. Employers can use our job board and post open positions, but we have employer referrals. We can also connect you with those employers. So when you think about career readiness and career services, we're helping you get ready for that career, and we're going to provide you with those services.
Can any students work at the Career Center?
Sure, absolutely. So we hire federal work study students to come and work in the Career Center. It's the same as a lot of the departments. One thing that's a little bit different for us, because we are the Career Center, when a student applies for a position open in the Career Center, we do require a resume. And the reason we do that is because that's our job, is to help you become career ready. So we want those students to take that first step and present us with a resume. We don't have student workers, which are separate paid positions, but we do have the federal financial aid, the federal work study positions available.
Where's the Career Center located?
So we are in the Student Life building. We're on the 2nd floor, directly below Subway. So we sit and smell Subway when we're actually there in school and Subway's open. That's what we do all day long, is we smell Subway baking bread and baking cookies. But we're on the 2nd floor. I don't know if you guys know this, but the name is the Hall Associates Career Center. And we are very fortunate at Virginia Western because Ed Hall, who is a local businessman, has provided the funding for the Career Center. And not a lot of community colleges have a freestanding Career Center like we do, a full service. So he saw a need for it at Virginia Western. He saw a need for it within the community. Guys, because we're, in this strange world that we're in now, with COVID and everything, I'll tell you a little bit about the resources and how we've really gone online so that nobody's missing out on any of their services or anything. But we do have people staffed in the Career Center Monday through Thursday from 10 to 5 every day. Friday's the only day that we don't have anyone in the Career Center, but we still are all working from home on Fridays. So if students need career services, they actually are able to schedule an appointment if they need a one-on-one appointment. You can't just walk in just like with the other services, but we can do personal face-to-face appointments if people need them.
Roger, didn't you have a question about mock interviews?
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask, with COVID being something that we had to deal with now, are there mock interviews, and how will they be conducted?
Yes, okay. So we have a couple different things. Let me take you guys over. I'm going to take you to our website, and then we'll talk a little bit about that. Okay, so I want to show you exactly how you can get to our website, and I'm going to answer your question, Roger, as soon as I get there. So if you go directly to the Virginia Western website, and you see here the heading Career and Corporate Training, the Career Center is part of the School of Career and Corporate Training. It's still a student service, but that's where we're located. And if you scroll all the way down to where it says Hall Career Center and click on that, it's going to take you to our main web page. And the really cool thing, it talks about we've gone virtual to serve your needs. And guys, we really have gone virtual to serve all of our students and our alumni, even our faculty and the employers. So by looking right here, you're going to see all these different blocks of information. Roger, when we talk about mock interviews, if you were to click on this thing right here, it says Big Interview. This is going to take you over to another area, and it's going to talk about the fact that we will allow you guys, one, to practice mock interviewing virtually. So you can actually sign into this. You register for an account as a student using your school email address. And then when you go in there, you can actually practice. So you can go in and say, I want to schedule, I want to do a virtual mock interview with an employer who is a CPA. And it will go in and it will ask you how many questions, so you get to pick different areas to do that. What it will do, an employer will come on and ask you a question, and you'll have an opportunity to actually answer that question. And you are recording yourself as you're doing this. The really good thing about this, you're doing it in the privacy of your own home. You are the only one that's looking at this interview, and you're going to be able to see what kind of things that you might do that might not be great in an interview, things that maybe you need to improve on, but you're also going to see all the things that you do really well. You'll be able to answer that question, and then you can hear yourself answer it. One of the things that I found out when I did this was that I talk with my hands. So I have to be really conscious about that when I'm in an interview. I've had other students that say they twirl their hair, or they turn like this in the chair back and forth, or they don't look directly at the person. This is going to help you, but not only that, it's going to give you ideas for how to answer a question. So you might get a question and you're like, I have no clue how to do that, how to answer it. Someone is going to come on and they're going to show you a really good way to answer that question. Now, that's one way for you to do a mock interview. Another way is if you said to the Career Center, I've really practiced this and I would really like to interview with someone in the Roanoke Valley, then we can connect you with an employer and we can schedule that mock interview. Right now, it's not going to be in person. It's going to be a Zoom call because that's where we are at this time. But we can help you with that as well. So Roger, does that help you?
Oh yeah, and that's really nice. It was definitely, it's more than I was expecting. You get a custom interview of some sort. And that's really nice. I did have another question to go along with that, in which
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that I know the answer to that question now, but it's you cover all bases, and I like that. But the question was, should a student hit the career center before seeking employment?
Absolutely. So what we do is we encourage students to actually start your first semester and come in and meet with us. And you'll find that we break our services down by semesters. We'll actually provide you with a worksheet that you can follow for your 2 years, however long that you're here at the Career Center. But it gives you a guideline of what you need to do each semester. CCAP students are actually enrolled to come in and do a program with us beginning with their first semester with us. We always say to students, if you wait until your last semester to come and visit with us, you've waited too long. So don't wait to do that. Come in and let us help you start getting prepared. One thing that I want you guys to think about is that preparing for your career is really about building relationships. And so not only building relationships with us, the staff in the Career Center, but also building relationships with employers that we can connect you with. Might not be an employer that you would ever be hired to work with, but that person might be able to meet you, talk to you, get to know you, and go, you know what, I don't have anything that would work for you, but I have another employer, I have a friend that's in this business, and I can connect you. So building those relationships is really important, and starting that your first semester when you come into Western is really, really important.
Thank you, Cathy.
Huh.
You're welcome.
And I did have one more question, and
Okay.
this kind of all ties together, and I like it. And so the question is, with all these potential relationships we could build, what kind of virtual, I mean, if we have any virtual jobs, that's more school related, but what kind of opportunities could we be possibly paired up with when we visit the Career Center?
The Career Center, okay. So as I said, everything for us, all the resources that we have for you guys are online, but we can do things like, I'm going to show you over here. So this is a big one. This is called Career Connections College Central Network. And probably all 3 of you guys have already signed up for this, because when you applied, maybe for your ambassador position, did you have to create an account so that you could actually apply for that? Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I want to show you this, because when you're talking with other students, this has really expanded quite a bit. But this will tell you all about, this page will tell you all about College Central Network. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to sign in like a student so you can actually see. But down here at College Central Network, this is going to show you the 4 different areas. The community residents would be our faculty. So as a student, when you sign in, this is going to be able to help you find jobs. So you can search, you can go in here and view all the jobs that we currently have online. So we work with employers and we say, we have this job board, post your positions in here. They will do that. Now, one of the things when you actually go out to search for a job, a lot of times you'll go to different search engines like Indeed or Monster. You don't have to do that with this, because this brings in jobs from all those different search engines. So you can go right here, and not only are you going to see jobs that employers posted specifically for Virginia Western students, but if you go over to Job Central Network, you can put in, let's say the summer you want to work in Richmond. You can put that you want to work in Richmond, Virginia. You can put what kind of a position that you want, and it will pull in all those jobs from all those different search engines. So it makes your life easier. If you're looking for an internship and you don't want to do it in the Roanoke area, you can actually search for an internship over there. Other things that you can do in here is you can post your resume, and that will come to us so that we can actually review it for you. You can actually schedule an appointment with one of the staff members by going in here. And guys, I want you to know that we have 2 full-time employees and 2 part-time. So Shawnee Cook is our manager of the Career Center. And we all kind of can do the same types of things, but we have some specialties that we work with. Shawnee works a lot with internships for students. So I don't know if you know this, but if you don't have an internship built into your program and you want that hands-on experience, which we encourage, there is an SCV class that you can sign up for through the Career Center, and you can get college credit for actually doing your internship. And Shawnee can help you with that. Also, if you don't want to take a class, but you just need some help finding an internship place, we can help you with that as well. But this is where you would go to schedule an appointment for us. In addition, I'm going to go back here to the dashboard. There's all kinds of things for you to do in here. But if you scroll over here to where it says My Resumes, you'll see that I've uploaded my resume in here. But if I wanted to build a second resume, you can go right into here, and it's going to give you all the tools that you need to build that resume. And then you can send it to us for us to check it. So there's a lot of valuable resources on here. Have all you guys signed up for have an account with College Central Network? Okay, I think that was a requirement, I know, last year. So that's one of the things that we can do for you. Typically what we do, that's the first thing when you come into the Career Center, we get you signed up for an account with College Central Network, because that's going to be kind of the heart of what you're going to do. In addition, I'm going to go back and let me show you. Not going to go into each one of these things because it takes a little bit of time, but career spots, if you're not sure what exactly you want to do with your degree, you can actually go out there, and there's all kinds of career advice videos. They're not only videos about interviewing and salary negotiation, different things like that, but there's also information on jobs out there. And then, Roger, because you talked about virtual, I want to show you this one thing. So if you click on the MC, this is going to take you over here. It's going to talk about different assessments that you can take to help you kind of plan where you want to go. But one of the big ones is called virtual job shadowing. So I'm going to show you for virtual job shadowing what it looks like. And the reason I want you to register for an account for this is because it's the wrong one. Whoops, I'm going into the wrong one. Too many windows open. Okay, so here's virtual job shadow. Once you've created an account, which you use your student email, you always click on Virginia Western, and it will take you in here. And I'm going to show you what it would look like when you get in there. So it's going to have a video up there that you can go into and look at every day, a featured video. Some of our faculty members, especially ones that are teaching student development classes, are using virtual job shadow within their curriculum. Also CCAP students, Fralin scholars, they're all being given assignments to go into for virtual job shadowing, because it's not just virtual job shadowing, there's so much more in here. So if you were a student and you were given an assignment by a teacher, when you sign in, your assignments are going to be over here, and then there's all kinds of tools that you can use. But if you go up here under careers and you go to Career Central, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos for you to go in and look at to see a day in the life of. So where we used to be able to send you out for a job shadowing experience where we would line it up and you could actually go into an employer and be with them for a day, a half day, something like that. Now you actually can do this from your own fingertips sitting at home. So you can see what a day in the life of a particular field looks like. This also, if you're starting to look for transferring to four-year colleges and you want more information, you can actually go out here and search and compare colleges. Jobs, there's job search, internships. If you can go out here and keep a record of all the jobs that you've had. And then there are assessments, there's a resume builder. This is your post-secondary plan and goal setting. So there's all kinds of information for you on here. When I was in college, I never walked into the Career Center. I didn't even know that if they had a Career Center at UVA, to be perfectly honest. And now that I've gotten acclimated towards this and I understand it some more, I encourage people, go and find that. So when you transfer to a four-year college, Macy, if you go to ODU, go search out and find where the Career Center is, because they're going to be the ones that are going to be able to help you when you're getting towards the end and ready to graduate. They're going to be able to help you make those connections and help you to be prepared for that. Is that good?
Yes.
Any more questions?
Oh, I do have a couple more questions for you, Cathy. So you mentioned towards the beginning that students are still able to come in and make an appointment to meet with you on campus. For students that aren't able to come to campus, what's the best way to get in contact with you so you still have a one-on-one interaction?
Okay, so we will do face-to-face appointments. Students can go into College Central Network and they can schedule that appointment. Obviously now with COVID, things are different. And you don't have the same experience with us that you had prior to COVID, because obviously when you come in for that appointment, we have, we have on the mask, we have the 6-foot distancing, we have a divider between us. So many of the students have said they would prefer to do Zoom appointments. So we can do Zoom appointments with them, we can do phone calls with them, or by email, whatever they're more comfortable with. We've had a lot of success with the students doing the Zoom appointments, because I can actually share my screen and actually kind of walk them through things. They're sitting at home, they're more comfortable. So it's been really good. And we try to work it around student schedules. So even though the Career Center is typically, our hours are 8 to 5, when we offer student services Monday through Friday, if a student says, I have classes and I couldn't do a Zoom call until 5:30, we're going to schedule a Zoom call with them at 5:30. We're going to make it work for the students. That's what we're here for. I always tell students, use us and abuse us. That's what we're here for. We want you to use us. So those are the different ways that they can actually connect with us. The best thing to do, though, is to go out onto College Central Network and to schedule the appointment that way. Obviously, they can call center, the main number. Someone will answer the phone. It will be transferred to the person that it needs to go to. But this is, we've tried to make sure that we can do everything online and virtually meet your needs.
Okay, thank you for answering that. My last question is, for students that have graduated but still need help with career advice, are they able to come back and have access to the same resources?
Absolutely. So the services in the Career Center are services that are lifetime. So once that you've been a student at Virginia Western, let's say that 10 years down the road, you have been working, for 5 years in a particular position, and you're ready to apply for a position with another company, or you're going to apply for a position within the same company, but you need your resume updated, you can come back to us and we will help you with that. Same thing with job searches, anything that we offer in there. These are lifelong services for you guys. Take advantage of it, because if you go out and pay someone to create a resume for you, you're probably going to pay $200 or $300. where with us, it's going to be free for you, and we're keeping up with all of the trends. We do a lot of professional development to make sure that we are keeping up with the latest things, but also we're talking with the employers. We know what the employers are looking for, so we're able to help you with that. Anything else?
Thank you, Cathy.
Oh, you're welcome. Any other questions?
Do you guys have any other questions? Because I think Cathy like answered all of my questions I had about the Career Center.
I hope so.
Yes, thank you so much. You did a great job answering and going into in depth and how students can go and interact, especially with COVID. Thank you so much.
Well, so here's the cool thing. If you think of questions later, or you talk with students who might have questions, you can always direct them to just email us or call us or schedule that appointment in College Central Network. But that College Central Network is really the key to everything. And the really good thing is if you haven't put that app on your telephone, there's an app so that you can download it and you'll have all of that information right there on your phone as well.
But yes, thank you so much, Cathy, for coming and
You're
letting us
welcome.
interview you.
Yes, thank you for your time.
And thank you guys for being such good representatives of Virginia Western. I know this is different for you guys with COVID. We've all kind of learned, and I know it's been hard for you guys, but you're doing an excellent job and you're great representatives for us.
Thank you. That means a lot.